Hello, this is Angela Toucan, one of the Pollies at the Lilypad, and this week we are starting our summer school over on the Lilypad forum, and each week we have a different theme. Our first theme is all about alphabets, letters, fonts, and different ways of doing them. There's a challenge and some different tutorials, some ideas for you to try something new. And the challenge this week is to create a large bold title using alphabets. And I'm going to use this fabulously colourful and bold collection by Jensen Designs. I quite like this square alphabet set to go with this Duplo photo. I've already got my details in my page for me to get started, and I'm going to start with that title. So I'm going to pick some of the backings and the letters to create that title, and let's start with the green one. Blue. Green, blue, red, yellow. Let's go for the lighter blue at the end. And I'm going to line these all up so they're equally distance between each of the pieces. I do that by selecting them all. I'm going to layer, alignment, space vertically, and then I'm going to horizontally align them, and that. Then maybe let's go for alignment space horizontally. They were already spaced vertically. Okay, now I'm going to add the letters before I resize it. So that's quite dark and bold there. So we'll go for maybe the light blue on top of that. So that's DU. And I'm going to pause now while I put the rest of the letters in so that the video isn't too long. Okay, so now we have our title, and this picture has square corners, but the squares on this alpha are rounded. So I'm going to crop this photo with some rounded corners. And so let's collect rectangular tool, draw a rectangle. I'm going to just reduce the opacity so I can do exactly how I want it. Put that back up again and go to corner, rounded, and reduce that. And take my photo, crop it to my shape, and now the style all works together. I'm thinking that I'm going to have this title. Now, why wasn't that selecting? I'm going to group it together. It's Control G, and I want it to be the same width as my photo. So the photo is 6.293. So 6.293. And now have title. I'll end up with my photo. I've got the date here and my journaling, but I'm going to use the date blocks that were in this kit to create my date. I'll put the date here, and I use a blank block for putting my journaling on. So let's go and collect the date blocks. It's a big one. And maybe if I put my journaling on the white, no, not blue. The pink one for the journaling and the blue one for the dates. So for the dates, I'm going to try a white and into my notes. It's the 9th. Okay, I'm going to pause while I find the rest of the dates. Right. So I now have my date block and the plain block that I'm going to put my journaling on. I'm just going to group the date and then just bring this down a bit and then group that. I want to put this here the same height as the photo, so that's 5.384. 5.384 and lining those up. And that's good. Let's have a look at backgrounds. I think I saw one that had lots of shapes on it. That will give me a space to put everything on. So if I shift key down while I resize all these different objects for resize together, and pop that in that space, that looks good. Maybe a little bit bigger. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. And this can go on top of my block and maybe slightly larger font. And this might justify it. And let's get some shadows on everything. Well, that was quite nice. Except I think I'm going to swap these two colours over. So, because I've got the green and the blue and the red all matching those. So let's make this one match that one there. So the easiest way to do this is going to be to use replace image. And let's go to find it in there. Hip to be square. And we're going for blue one. And then that one is going to be yellow. And I think I'm going to change those as well. So we're going to go for red there and green there. So a red L. And oops. A green O. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Now for some decorating. We've got these quite cute rectangular sort of square flowery type things. Let's It's nice, there it is. Pop them in there. Maybe it needs to be a bit smaller. And there's room for another one, so let's just undo that so that I keep it all keeping its size. Higher alignment, space horizontally, and then let's group them and bring them in here. Line them up. It's good now. Shadow, but not quite that deep. I want to decorate this piece up a bit. Actually, I don't think I like the group pink. I think I'm going to change that pink. Let's replace that date rocks with pale blue. And let's have a look at the tapes. There we go. A white one there with those sort of flowery bits on it. Let's put that there. I'm going to crop it to the shape. That's good. So a little bit more. I think I want some buttons here and maybe another one where that crossroads is there and one up there, I think. So buttons. Oh, there's some nice one for this group of buttons, and then that's look at that. So if we bring this one over here and get a little bit smaller. Let's have that shadow one, and I'm going to duplicate it twice. And group them. It's a little bit smaller and have them centered on that red line. And then let's see. That one there, that one up there. And they're too big. So let's take them down to 1 inch. No, maybe 0.75. How about there? And there. I like that. That's great. Thank you very much for watching, and please come and join us at the Lilypad for our summer school. And I will see you next week with another summer school layout for week 2. Bye, blessings.